Reward on the road.
चलो गेम पूरा
क्यों? तुम खेले मोड़ ही नहीं मोड़ा है वो।
Great, you're here.
आशुष
Have a good read through of the gliding manual? Got all the rules down? Sounds like it was a real drag. I would know. I've been there.
बोली मैंने कुछ कहा था करने को कर दिया।
The gliding manual is super dry. I couldn't get into it at all. Don't tell Jean the... Really?
ये अच्छी लगती है।
Paimon thought there were some pretty cool stories. Oh, some of them I like. Apparently, if you... No, not that story. What? Let me take a look. Oh, oops, sorry. I put both books in the same pile, and how in the heck do you confuse a bedtime story with an instruction manual? It's because maybe deep down inside, that fairy tale is the thing that truly taught me how... What you lacked was not wind. It's courage that's allowed you to become the first flying bird. Reading that gave me the courage to glide, to become an outright... But anyway, let's get back to the exam. Don't be nervous. Just glide like you're used to. Okay then, you just need to follow the marked route. You nailed it! But it's no surprise, given the way you handle your glider in a storm. The next part of the exam is in Mondstadt. See you there. Don't keep me waiting! Alrighty then. You heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep her waiting.
Reward on the road.
the blessings of the seven? In Mondstadt, people call them animalculi. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animalculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to... Unlike others with powers, you don't have a vision. But then the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animalculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
Is this an answer from this world? Wind blade!
Same deal as before. Glide through the markers and get to the finish without stopping in the middle. From this world? Seems like you've got the hang of wind gliding now. Let's do the final stage. Easy! You've flown this way before anyway! Once you've passed this final stage, you'll finally be able to get your very own gliding license. Just keep thinking about that license. Ready?
ये तो बहुत सारा है। गेम खेलेगा। दोस्त ले गया। एक गिलास पानी। Go Diego.
Try to stay calm. You need to be brave at takeoff, but the trick to a good landing is to keep your cool. You can do it. Your gliding license is within your grasp.
Windborne Traveler, you are required to land at once by the order of the Knights of Favonius. I am of the Knights of Favonius.
What's going on?
Please, show me your gliding license. It is against the law to glide without a license. I am arresting you under Section 7, Article 12 of the Mondstadt Penal Code. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will forever carry on the wind.
Wait, I'm an instructor. This is a gliding exam.
Oh, I see. Well, you picked a bad time to hold your gliding exam.
Really? Why?
The Knights of Favonius received a report from a sister at the cathedral claiming she saw Raptor gliding around these parts. I thought your student here must have been his partner in crime.
Raptor? Who's that?
A known criminal in Mondstadt. He always uses a wind glider to commit his crimes, so people started calling him Raptor.
Wow, he flies fast then.
So far, we haven't managed to catch him. Our plan this time was to draw him into the cathedral with a precious artifact and ambush him inside. But he escaped with the artifact. Fortunately, one of the sisters put some secret markings on, but he was too...
Well, if you need help chasing down a gliding criminal, I'm the one for the job. So tell me, which way did he go?
As far as I know, he was last seen near Springvale.
Leave it to me. With us chasing him down together, he doesn't stand a chance. Once we've got this Raptor guy, we'll pick up where we left off. But no need to worry. I'll be sure to have a word with Jean.
Word on the road.
Springvale. There must be some clues about Raptor around here. The sister from the cathedral put some secret animal markings on the artifact he took. Use your elemental sight and keep your eyes peeled for clues. Ooh, hey, what do you think this is? It looks like a broken tree branch. Oh, Paimon knows. It's from a frame of a wind glider. Therefore, there are no elemental traces on it. A strip of cloth with animal markings on it. Looking at the design and the way it's woven, there's a good chance it came from a wind glider. Wow, Outriders have to be textile experts now? It's a harder job than Paimon thought. If this really belongs to Raptor, it must mean his wind glider is broken. How do we know if this was left by Raptor or an animal slime? Animal slime, airborne creatures. They don't leave marks on the ground unless someone stomped on one to take off. Wait, are you telling me people actually do that?
क्या हुआ हमें?
Either way, let's make a mental note of these markings. They're very clear. It appears that the elemental markings point this way. Huh. Well, do you think he ran off ahead? There's only one way to find out. Come on, we should keep following the markings. Ooh, what's that? Looks like something's going on up ahead. It sounds like there's a battle going on. Could that be Raptor? Quick, let's keep going.
Thank goodness. The Vonias have arrived. The hilly trolls won't dare pursue me any longer.
What happened?
I can't believe it, but the hilly trolls attacked our carts. Luckily, I outran them.
Hilly Churls? But I thought the Knights of Avonius had cleared out most of the Hilly Churl camps around these parts.
It's a small camp not too far from the village. The route I take on my delivery runs ensures I steer clear of it. But today, some crazy fellow suddenly fell out of the sky and landed right in the camp.
Now, who does that remind me of?
Oh, it really riled them up. They chased the funny-looking fellow as he fled, which brought them out into the open. I managed to get away, but they smashed my fruit carts to smithereens.
Funny looking? In what way?
He was holding on to something. Must have been heavy because he couldn't glide in a straight line to save his life. Maybe that's why he fell. Honestly, people like that shouldn't be allowed in the skies. It doesn't take a genius to know you're not supposed to carry heavy objects while gliding.
Heavy object? The artifact? This could well be our guy. Tell me, did you see which way he went?
I managed to catch a glimpse as I ran from the hilly churls. I think he went that way.
Seems like a strong lead. On with the chase. Oh, and don't worry. As soon as I get back, I'll tell the...
There's no wind. Wind blade.
Judging from the type of wind gliders they've got, I'd say this lot is with Raptor. But if that's the case, what are they hanging around here for? I wonder. Well, this measly bunch can't slow us down. Huh. Look where we are. The elemental power on the artifact must have worn off. Raptor must have realized the markings would give away his position and sent his minions to slow us down. That way, when the effect wears off, he can make his escape. He won't get away with this. After him! But we also haven't found the artifact, which means Raptor still has it on him.
You can tell me anything.
there's only one way over there. Raptor must be ahead. However, it looks like the only way we can catch up is if we glide. But there's a ton of enemies below. They'll definitely attack us after we take off. If we're gonna do this, we'll have to glide and defeat them in one fell swoop. You still had one stage to go in your exam, right? Yeah, but what's that gotta do with anything? How about we make this the third and final stage of your gliding exam? Are you sure that's how the exam is supposed to go? It's a custom version of the exam, designed by yours truly. Besides, the normal version of the exam wouldn't be fit for the... So, what do you say? Woohoo! Good answer! Prepare for takeoff. Raptor awaits you once you defeat all these enemies. Then that gliding license is yours. across. Ugh, he must be around here somewhere. Amber! Over there!
If you insist on chasing me, so be it. Huh? Who brought the little girl?
You must be Raptor! You can't escape!
I don't need to escape. There's no way you can make it over here.
Oh, it is pretty high. And quite far.
Oh, little girl, why don't you run along home now and let your leader deal with this? Don't worry, I promise that once the Grandmaster gets here, I'll surrender immediately.
Hey, watch it! You're talking to a Knights of Favonius outrider. You'll be sorry when I arrest you. You're right. He's right there in front of us. If only we could glide across. So how did he get across? I don't see a mechanism, and I have good eyesight. Besides, there's nowhere on the cliff that you could build one.
Bye-bye, kiddo.
Oh no! He's getting away! Ugh, we can't hesitate any longer. The only way to get across is to glide there. But... Don't worry. I'm the gliding champion of Mondstadt, remember? If Raptor can do it, I can do it too.
Oi, Outrider! You have less chance of surviving this than jumping off the Animo God statue in Mondstadt without your wind glider. Haha!
Paimon sees your point. If you rule out everything that's completely impossible, gliding is the only idea left. Remember that book I lent you? The one I thought was a gliding manual, but wasn't? The first birds couldn't fly. Flight was their reward for their courage to plunge into the canyon. Be my witness. Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you listen carefully...
Wait! Stop! You'll never make it! Come on, off you go now. Back home like a good little girl.
Raptor says I'll never make it. But if you let the wind says I will make it, and that's good enough for me. Amber! No! You're gonna fall! You're gonna fall! It's a wind current! She's gliding! Amber's gliding!
Crazy, kid! You must have known about the wind current. There's no way you would have jumped otherwise.
The wind takes care of those who have courage. Now sit still and await your arrest, like a good little boy. Hey!
Disappear! Wind blade! Freeze!
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
The wrong test subject.
No one escapes my sights! It would be suicide. In other words, the only way Raptor could have gotten out would be this way, past us. Aha! So he was just trying to fool us by acting smug, in the hope that we would just give up and leave. Little did he know, we're not so easy. It was all thanks to your sharp thinking. Just like like a wise man once said, once you eliminate at the end of the day, gliding is what you did now looked more like 99 parts courage. It was just like in my first gliding exam. I was super nervous, but in the end, there was nothing to be afraid of, and I passed no problem. I kinda missed that nervous rush in the exams I've done since then. It just wasn't the same. Sorry. Paimon thought you said you passed no problem. What do you mean exams since then? Well, you see, the thing is, Mondstadt, every time I get my license, it keeps getting revoked. I must have taken the exam about 15 times altogether. But I always pass the first time. I guess my little gliding manual ain't so bad after all. Let's go and get a copy of the real gliding manual from Acting Grandmaster. I'll head off first because I need to escort Raptor back to the city. Once you're back in the city, don't forget to come find me at the cathedral. I'll issue your gliding license there. She just can't sit still, can she? That's why she's the outrider. When this is all done and dusted, let's head to the cathedral in Mondstadt. Getting this gliding license has turned into quite the adventure.
From this world?
This statue of the Seven seems to be affected by a monster nearby. Defeating that monster might remove this strange wind current seal thingy around the statue of the Seven. Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay! I'm not surprised, though. You are a natural after all. Oh, and I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding championship. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. Oh, fighting talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked. Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber. Isn't that Jean? Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her finish, then go say hi.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable, we can put an end to Mondstadt's drag. Yes, what's your point? I'd expect a more professional yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of the... It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiating. At this stage, it's simply an amicable... I'll be sure to make... Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help. The aftermath of storm terrors However...
Delegation from Liyue Harbor or Inazuma City?
Shneznaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Oh, them? They're super famous. Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo Gods Fatui, I don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests, so... What is it? Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss important matters out in the open. Mondstadt and Snezhnaya are considered the same in status. Mondstadt is independent and does not belong to any other nation.
No, I can't.
In fact, despite being referred to as a city, Mondstadt is a nation. Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Tibet.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now. So rude. I can do this. I know I can. I can do this. I know I can.
Where am I going to get the more?
I can do this. I know I can.
It's all for my daughter.
I can do this. I know I can.